Now, this isn't normally the opening for the sports. I do have a sportier version, but it being Thanksgiving week, and in our last episode, we had some sound issues. The news and headlines episode, we're getting everything worked out for you here. This labor of love we have in Studio 51, the Brian Moreno Show, is back. I wouldn't say it's better than ever because we are a work in progress. But we're getting better and we're doing it because we love it. And we think we bring you some insightful tidbits every now and then. Not to mention we make you some money. Guess who went 5-0 last week? Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, 5-1. 5-1. Oh my goodness, Richard Sarvate to my right. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. Hey, it doesn't matter if we have sound issues. The content is still
No, the content
amazing.
is it. You know, we do our best to provide what we believe is a necessary good in the community, in the YouTube entertainment community. But I have to say, we had some issues with YouTube Live. We were not dialed in for that. To not get too technical, we got some different audio things going, and it only put us more in the weeds. So this is one piece of information that I can give all of you aspiring talk show hosts, comedians, whatever you may be. As Richard Sarvate just said, you got to go try and do it yourself. You got to make the mistakes. You got to fix the errors yourself because God damn, it is hard. It's hard work in the city, but we're doing our best, and we think this episode should be better. This is our sports spectacle that we do every Saturday. We're coming in a little bit late today, so I'm going to get it posted right away, and this will be posted, but we're going to do a Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr. ride-along. Woo!
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. We're excited for that. That's not going to be a good fight. I don't think we're excited for the fight. What I'm excited for is the fact that we're going to see some boxing. You know, and I don't know if it's going to be good boxing. Oh my God, I have no idea if it's going to be good boxing, but it's going to be boxing.
I feel like Mike Tyson can still fight. I mean, he looks mean.
Oh, Mike Tyson, he looks
I don't want to have an argument with him.
Oh my God, he looks
aggressive.
Very aggressive right now. Where are my records? What are my records at?
I think I put the records right here.
We put the records. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we got right now. Going in to this week of the NFL, I am 16, and these are my documented posts, my documented YouTube picks. Now, I have to say I had quite a few more winners this week, and I'm going back and forth on whether I just do extra live show, or I give you guys what I'm doing, because I know some of you like these picks. You're not liking and subscribing enough, but I know you're listening to the picks. So far right now, I'm 16-12 against the spread. We've had a couple bad beats, but that's not too bad. Lincoln Musser, our insider, is down to 11-14. Richard Sarvate, right here, our amateur professional. Richard Sarvate is 7-5.
Yes, that's not bad.
Vegas Al is 1-2. Let's get Vegas Al on the line right now, and let's see what happened last week with Vegas Al.
What's he got to say?
Yeah, I mean, he really let us down with the Eagles. I got to tell you,
man, I really trusted him.
No, we all trusted Vegas Al.
But you picked the
we all trusted Vegas Al.
But you picked the Browns, though. You went against.
Well, no, I told you I had bet that earlier in the week.
Right, but
I was in. You know, sometimes you get locked in, and I just felt too much talky. Yeah. Let's see if we get in. Let's see. Right now, is this Vegas Al on the line? Oh, he just hung up on us. We're going to get that dialed in. But Vegas Al, he is our insider. We're also going to try to get, we might get Jersey Josh on the line. We might get Boris the Blade. Because I've decided and I've found that most of you guys want the picks. That's what you guys want. You want to get right to how you're going to make money off this show. And how you're going to make money off this show, you're going to listen to Vegas Al this week because he's not going to let us down. Right, Vegas Al?
You got it. You guys ready?
Oh, I am. Now, before we get into it, Vegas Al, I got to know. Okay, who are you plugging? Because last week we had some bad audio. This week we got it dialed in a little more. Who are you plugging? Tell me your people in Vegas. Who are your people?
Secret. That's a secret. I cannot reveal that at the moment.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if you had any other bookmakers out there you wanted to give a shout out to.
No.
Okay.
Directly from the circuit.
Okay, directly from the circuit. All right. Now I gotta know. I
want to give you something now for your players right now because there's something going to go off tonight, not tomorrow. I've got some big information on.
Okay, what do you got tonight?
It's a college game.
Give it to me, Big Al.
Nevada is playing Hawaii in Hawaii. I think it goes off 11:30 Eastern time. Nevada got creamed last year, 54-3 in Reno by Hawaii. Big revenge game. This year, Nevada is undefeated. Nevada is number 13 in yards per play, okay, and Hawaii is 77th in yards per play. They're -7 right now. I would jump on them right now and grab it.
Wow.
Nevada's going to win this game 38-20.
Wow. Okay, that's our first. Because right now, Vegas Al, you're 1-2 in your picks. Boise State let us down a little. Vegas Al, you there? Yeah, we got your pick. Nevada versus Hawaii, right?
Yeah, I predict 38-20 in Nevada.
38-20 Nevada. Now, don't forget, you're 1-2 in your picks with us, Vegas Al. You got to be hot this week.
I took a mistake. I took the Eagles. I shuffled.
Yeah, the Eagles. I'm done with the Eagles. I'm done. Now, what do you got in the NFL?
Got to get rid of the coach.
Yeah, the Eagles. No, I mean that whole organization. I think Carson Wentz needs a new start somewhere else.
Yeah, well, no. Carson's got to stay. They got too much invested in him.
Well,
he's got to get that'll motivate him. It's not Peterson. It's just not.
If they cut him, it's
an example. Andy Reid with McNabb. It worked for a while. After a while, it gets stale. But they move on, and that's the way. All coaches are recycled football. That's just the way.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that organization can do anything to salvage it this year because the team just looks terrible. The Eagles are playing the Seahawks this week, and the Eagles are 6-point underdogs.
This year is really tough. I mean, with the COVID, you never know who's going to come up with it. Actually, truthfully, I'm not going to. Maybe I will, but I really like the Eagles +6. But we'll see. I'm not giving it out picks, but I will take the Eagles +6 personally. Yeah. I have another game, by the way, for tonight.
Yeah,
another very good game.
Let's hear.
I would grab the Washington Huskies -7.
Washington Huskies. All right. Washington -7. Game. Nevada -7.
That's it?
Yes, we're here. Yes, Vegas.
I think
we're having Vegas Al's coming in right off the strip. Vegas Al, you're on the strip.
I keep losing, you guys.
I know. We understand you're a busy man on the strip. So let's get to your NFL picks. Can you hear us?
Hey.
Yeah, we are here. Give us your NFL picks, Vegas Al. No, we gotta get a clean line on Vegas Al, but we have 2 picks out of you, Vegas Al, right? Oh, I don't know what's going on.
Well, you can't get a lot of Vegas Al, but what you get out of him, you got to run with.
You know, I have to say, every single episode, I find a new problem to have. It's amazing, but we have 2 picks out of Vegas Al. We got Washington -7, and we got Nevada -7 tonight. Okay?
Forwarded to an...
So we got to get him back on the line, and we got to get his NFL picks. But before that, let's start going through the games, and let's see what we have this week. Sarvate, what do you got for us first?
First game is Raiders at the Falcons. Line is -3. Raiders are favored.
Raiders Falcons. Now, I got to tell you, one of the most surprising teams in the NFL this year is the Raiders. The Las Vegas Raiders, they have been on fire, considering how many COVID people they've had, how many obstacles they've had to overcome moving to Las Vegas. That is a big game for the Raiders because they need to stay in the division. Let's see if we can get Vegas Al back one more time. You got a better line, Vegas Al?
Okay, yeah, we're back here now. I got a little problem here with internet service, but okay, where were we?
Yeah, we got our Washington. We got -7, Nevada -7. What do you got in the NFL for us, Vegas Al?
Okay, there's a soft spot in the NFL for tomorrow.
Let's hear.
I love Atlanta +3.
Wow, we were just discussing that game.
Vegas is going to come in off a. They have a little hangover. They're in between games, big games, and I think they're going to lose to Atlanta.
Wow, Vegas Al coming in with some serious heat today. So he is taking Atlanta. But I got to tell you, Richard, that is a very funny line.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure how I feel about this game. I think the Raiders have been playing pretty good, and they almost beat Kansas City last week. I mean, they lost, but to go toe-to-toe with Kansas City, I think that was a pretty big deal. So, and also, Vegas Al has broken my heart, and, I'm not a man that can stand much heartbreak. So, it takes me 2 years to get over a breakup. So,
I absolutely agree with you, Sarvate, but this is the thing. Vegas Al might be on to something right here.
Yeah.
Just because we got Vegas Al coming back in. Get that internet fixed, Vegas Al. What are you doing?
It's not me. I think it's on you.
Oh, now tell me. Why do you think Atlanta?
Let me give you a game that's probably going to be a sure thing. The Chargers and the Bills to go over. There's a statistic that's 19-2 going into this week, and it's with the Chargers and the Bills. So I would definitely take the Chargers and the Bills over.
The Chargers and Bills over. You got 68% of the money on that right now. I find that a little dangerous. That's all. But you came in.
Let me give you a quick statistic.
Yes.
The Chargers with Herbert, okay, the new quarterback, the past 7 games have gone over. The Bills and the Chargers together over the past 20 games or past 17 games are 15-2 and over on the over.
Wow. That's a
the statistics.
That's a big number. 52.5. It seems very fair to think that each one of those teams are going to score at least 22 points.
That's a lot of
the
points,
line in
man.
football, in pro football, 51 is the average line between the, how can I say, it's the neutral line between the over and under.
Wow. So week 12, what are we looking at the weather in Buffalo, though? That's my next question. I'm pulling it up right now. We got, let's see, Buffalo. It looks like the weather isn't going to be clear. 2% chance of rain, 44 degrees. Yeah, that game could really go over.
That weather should be fun.
Yeah, the weather should be fine. Now, tell me a little bit more about this Atlanta matchup.
Actually, it's a sandwich game for LA, for Vegas, to tell you the truth. They're coming off a big game against Kansas City. They lost.
Yeah.
They're up for that game, and after this game, they got another big game. So it's more or less a sandwich game for them. And, with the new coach with Atlanta, I think they're really trying hard to produce for him. So let's see what happens. But I think I love home dogs. I really love home dogs. So that's another game that I like.
Wow. So, all right. Is that one of your picks? Chargers over. We're putting Chargers over, and I think we're locking that in at 52.5 for you.
My biggest pick is Hawaii, Nevada against Hawaii tonight.
Nevada. That is Big Al. That is Vegas Al's best bet. Nevada versus Hawaii tonight. We're gonna get that. We're gonna get that up and out.
That's actually my college game of the year.
College game of the year. Wow. That's the energy we like in Studio 51.
Read to all you guys out there.
Yes, I like this very much. Now, all right, Vegas Al, do you have any more NFL games for us?
They're on my service. You have to pay for them.
Okay. I like it, Vegas Al. If you got anything else for us, you let us know. We will. We're going to watch the Tyson fight and do a live show. I'll send you a link to everything, and let us know if you got anything else out there on the strip for us.
You got it, buddy. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Vegas Al.
See ya, Vegas.
All right. See, man, this was our first game. Our very first game already starting some controversy.
Yeah.
Raiders Falcons. There's nothing about this game that makes you think Atlanta is gonna hold.
I guess, Vegas is saying that the Raiders don't care about this game because they have a big game coming up and they just finished a big game.
Well, it's very important for them to keep winning in this division.
Yeah.
It's very important. I personally, this isn't a game that I would like to bet. What I do notice, though, 62% of the money on the Raiders, 38 on the Falcons.
Is the line moving?
The line's not moving too much. It's moving some.
Okay.
But it's like the Raiders, that's a real team. I don't know how they're going to match up against Atlanta, considering they've had so many missed practices. Mm-hmm. But, man, that's a tough tamale to start with. What's next, Richard?
All right. Next, we have Cardinals at the Patriots. Line, it's -2. Cardinals favored to win.
Wow. Cardinals, Patriots. Now this, oh man, Arizona is coming off a very not the best game. I like to take teams off of losses. The Patriots, they some weeks look good, some weeks they are just horrible. 65% of the money has been laid on Arizona. The line is moving down in favor of the Patriots just by a point. Now, this seems like one of the bigger reverse line action games of the week. Mm-hmm. I like how Cam Newton looks when he plays within the system. I really do. I don't know if Arizona is for real, though. Every year, I get told at the beginning of the year, for years I've been told Arizona's a good team, Arizona can produce. I don't know if they can. I really don't. I don't know if they're consistent. Kyler Murray's good. The connection, the Deshaun Watson connection, or the Deshaun Watson, the main receiver that they have there in Arizona, the connection is great, but I just that line is very, very funny.
I mean, they're basically saying they're matched up equally.
Well, that's the problem.
Yeah.
You would think that Arizona would be Arizona would be a little bit more of a favorite.
Yeah, they're 6-4.
The thing is, you always get a premium when you bet New England. People bet New England, and the line is always slightly inflated because of the coach, Bill Belichick, and some of the history that the franchise has.
Yeah.
So I got to take New England in this. I don't know if this is going to be my best bet or anything, but this reverse line action, New England at home, Belichick, he's still a good coach. It's not a good team. It is not a good team, but it's still a good coach. What do you got next?
All right, our next game is Giants at the shitty fucking Bengals.
Giants at Bengals. Wow, what do we got the line? What is our line there, Richard?
-6. Giants favored, of course. I definitely would take the Giants on this.
Okay. Now hold your horses,
Hold your horses.
Richard Sarvate. You say that line is 6. I think the line is all the way up to 6. Yes,
Yeah.
I thought. Now, understand the Bengals have lost their quarterback.
Yes.
Okay, they have lost. Excellent rookie quarterback, had a chance at being rookie of the year, Joe Burrow. Terrible injury, busted his knee up in a few places. It's going to take him at least a year to recover. Hopefully he comes back the same, but injuries like this, it takes a couple years.
I mean, the Bengals were already bad, and now they have
Well, without the quarterback, that's the thing. They have such a bad running game, and the Giants have to win this game. The Giants and the Redskins may be the best two teams in that division.
Right. I'm definitely taking Giants on this, and I'm going to put money on it.
I have to say, this would be one of those games where I would love to bet the Giants, but as a teaser. I mean,
You want to tease it down to what?
Whatever, just the Giants will win. But if they find a way to keep it close, if Danny Dimes, the quarterback, Daniel Jones, the quarterback of New England or New York, if he looks like he's drunk, which he sometimes plays like he's wasted, just wasted. If he's playing like that, the Bengals maybe have stand a chance to keep it 17-13, something like that. But I just don't see. This is another thing when you don't have the guns, and you're coming to a gunfight with literally not even a knife, not even like a spoon. Like I don't know how you can win. The Giants, I love them. What you got next?
The Giants, yeah. All right, let's see. Next we got Browns at the Jaguars. Wow, I would definitely take the Browns on this. Browns are -7, favored to win.
Browns, Jaguars. Now, I'm not even sure who the starting quarterback this week. I believe Gardner Minshew is starting this week for the Jaguars. The Browns have solidified a playoff spot, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Gardner Minshew will be starting this week at quarterback. It says he's still questionable, but as of now, it looks like he is starting. Jacksonville's 1-9 at home.
Yeah, they're losing everything, and they're going to play the Browns. The Browns are going to win by more than a touchdown, right?
That's the thing. I don't know if the Browns are capable of blowing anyone out.
Didn't they? I mean, they fucked up the Eagles.
They did beat the Eagles 22-17.
Yeah, and Eagles.
So that's not a blowout.
Right, but Eagles are better than Jaguars.
Yes, they are. But the thing is, the Jaguars last week got decimated by the Steelers, 27-3.
Well, that's good for us, right? Because that means the Browns might decimate them again. Oh, you think they're going to bounce back?
I mean, these guys, as much as the team doesn't want to win and they want to be in the Trevor Lawrence sweepstakes for the #1 overall pick next year,
yeah,
they still have pride. There are players still playing to win.
Okay.
And something has to be said for that. players who want to win. Now, let me see if I can get Jersey Josh on the line to get his 3 picks.
Is this Vegas Al's son?
This is Vegas Al's son, Jersey Josh.
Wow.
Jersey Josh has not yet been on the show, but we're going to try to get him on the line right now, and I want to get his 3 picks if possible. Jersey Josh, are you there?
What's up, brother?
Oh, I love hearing your voice. We just got off the phone with Vegas Al, who is
the Mush Master?
Yes, he's 1-2, Vegas Al this year. He came with his college game of the year tonight, and he picked the Chargers over tomorrow. Now, Jersey Josh and I have known each other a long time. We've been making bets for a long time. And this year, I started out very, very hot, Josh, okay? But right now, I'm down to 16-12 against the spread. So I'm coming back to earth a little. I haven't done my picks yet. So we're going to get you on the show regularly. And every week, I want your best 3 picks, whatever you got, and we're going to see how you do with running, because my co-host here, Richard never even watched football till this year. He is 7-5 against the spread.
Yeah, beginner's luck, baby.
Yeah, beginner's luck. He is our professional amateur. So at the end of every show, he makes bets based on our analysis. Now, what do you like this week, Jersey?
You there?
Yeah, I'm here. What do you like this week?
All right, first game, I'm going down to my hometown, Philly.
Wow.
I'm going Seahawks. Huge.
Wow.
Eagles are done. The team's quit.
Yeah,
Everybody's hurt. The players have checked out. The line is 5. I would lay 15 in this game.
Wow. Seahawks. I like that. Vegas Al said he was personally going to bet on the Eagles, and I thought that was crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay, you got the Seahawks. What's next?
Next is the COVID-19 special.
Yes.
And I'm going to New Orleans Saints playing the quarterback list at Broncos.
Yes, we haven't even got to this game yet. We break down all the games, and I haven't even got to the New Orleans game yet, Richard Sarvate. But just so you know, the Denver Broncos have no quarterback. All their quarterbacks are in COVID protocol, and
there's a chance with all the bitching and complaining from the Broncos that this game gets canceled.
Probably.
There's a chance. A lot of bitching going on right now.
No, there is. They said they're not going to forfeit the game. They said they're not going to, though. Like, they're going to play.
I'm reading on Twitter, a lot of Broncos players are really bitching right now on Twitter. So.
Wait, the line's only -6, though. That's crazy.
Probably you're going to see 10 by game time, probably.
Yeah, it's going to. Yeah, I would say it goes.
You should take the Saints right now, then.
A good smart play, if you can get the under Broncos total, I would play that play.
The under the Broncos total, if you can. I don't even know if this line might have been taken off of my book. I got to say,
if the Broncos score 10 points, I'd be shocked.
I mean, that team is terrible to begin with. I mean, Drew Lock, when people were talking about him being a good quarterback, I was like, what are you seeing? Just because he won a couple games? I mean, it's terrible. Tim Tebow won a couple games.
Absolutely.
All right, what's your third pick? What do you got?
All right, I'm going to give you 4 just in case that game gets canceled.
Perfect.
Just in case that game gets canceled.
Insurance.
All right, third game, I like the Tennessee Titans to beat the Indianapolis Colts. Indy played the biggest game of Frank Reich's career. They shot their load last week. Wow. And I love the Tennessee Titans.
I love a shoot the load reference in football because that happens. That happens all the time. And
that's the shoot the load special this week.
The shoot the load special. I like it. I like it very much. Oh yeah, I think we even have a good shoot the load sound. I can. Now, do you think the Colts are a good team?
I do.
But
I think they might be feeling themselves a little bit after that big Packers win.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. Like, they played great that second half. Whatever that coach said at halftime.
They're a good team. They finally have a quarterback. Here's the thing. That was a big game in between another big game with the Titans coming to town for first place.
See, and you have to look out for that, Sarvate. You got to look to see what's on a team's schedule, how they react coming off a big victory. There tends to be letdowns. And right now, the betting's 58% on Tennessee, 42 on the Colts. That's a pretty even spread. I definitely think Jersey Josh is on to something here. What else? What's your final pick, Jersey?
Final pick is the New England Patriots +2 against the Cardinals. Everybody and their mom is in love with the Cardinals.
I'm on it. Oh my goodness. Oh.
I look for Billy Belichick to get his team back on track this week.
Oh, I like it.
I feel Kyler Murray looked two weeks ago had the miracle Hail Mary. Then last week beat the Seahawks. There ain't a damn way in hell he's going to beat New England.
I love this pick. I was considering this being my best bet of the week because this is it. The spread. This is also a reverse line action game, which I love. 65% of the money has been on the Seahawks, and the line has actually moved towards New England, which means Vegas knows something.
They're begging you to take the Cardinals.
Absolutely. Correct. Jersey Josh, you came in to the Brian Moreno show hot. These are hot fire takes. I'm going to get this posted tonight. I'm going to send you the link. We're going to keep the running tab, and I'm going to have you on every week. And I'm going to get Zoom and Skype and all that set up, so if you ever want to chime in with your pretty face, I got you, brother. All right, brother. Jersey Josh, let's do it. I'll talk to you next week, buddy.
See you.
See you, Jersey.
Jersey Josh, see? See, we got a show today. Damn. We started out a little rough, but we got it going, Sarvate.
Dude, we got people coming off the street giving us picks.
Oh, my God.
Helicopters.
Do we ever? Oh, my God. Let's just keep going. What's the next game?
All right, we got 49ers at the Rams.
49ers, Rams.
Rams are favored. Rams are -6.5.
Rams are probably one of the top 3 teams in the NFC.
And the 49ers have nobody.
Well, the money is distributed 51-49. So it's pretty even the way people are taking these bets. This game scares me because it's a division game.
Yeah.
Division games have a tendency to be closer. Teams find a way because they play each other twice a year. Yeah. So they know each other. There's a level of familiarity that you just don't get with teams outside of your division.
Yeah.
I'd love the Rams, but that's a big number.
6.5 is huge.
That's a big number. I like them 3, 4.5, but 6.5's a lot.
Yeah, the Rams are looking really good after they beat the Bucs, so I think that's why this.
No, the Rams look great. They put the pedal to the metal.
Yeah,
that offensive line looks nice. And this is my question for the Rams, and I'm going to look up right now. It depends if the Rams left tackle is still injured. It's all about protecting the quarterback in the NFL. If Jared Goff has time, he can manage the game, and he can get. Yeah, it looks like they're good. Yeah, I don't see Rams injury report looks clear. The 6.5 is a big number. I wouldn't mind teasing this down. I wouldn't mind teasing this at all. Right. Because I like the Rams to win. I just don't like the 6.5.
Yeah.
But I've made crazier bets. What's next, Sarvate?
I'm taking the Rams on that one. Next, we got Chiefs at the Buccaneers, and Chiefs are favored, -3.5.
Yes, Chiefs at the Bucs, 3.5-point favorites. This is a big game. It's Mahomes, Tom Terrific. 57% of the money has been put on the Chiefs. Mm-hmm. The Rams coming off a loss like that, or not the Rams, the Buccaneers coming off a loss to the Rams.
Yeah. I
don't know how they react. This is the problem that I'm seeing in Tampa Bay. Bruce Arians, he's a coach that likes to be on the golf course by 3 p.m. every day. So his teams have a tendency to not be the most buttoned up, right? And there's a lot of penalties. He takes a lot of downfield chances, and Tom can throw the ball downfield, but I don't know if he can throw it. He can't throw it like he used to, and I don't know if he can throw it the way Bruce Arians would want him to throw it. Everything about the Chiefs is firing. This game, to me, really comes down to if you think Tampa Bay buttoned up some of the things that they didn't last week. If you have faith in the coaching staff and Tom's will, I say you're okay taking Tampa Bay. But if you think Andy Reid is going to... It doesn't take every game very seriously, you're crazy. And he's a great coach with a lot of weapons.
Well, here's what I noticed last week watching the Bucks play them. If you put pressure on Tom Brady, he throws really fast, and he usually misses or throws an interception.
Well, that's an excellent observation. And this goes for any coach, any quarterback in the NFL. If they don't have time to throw the ball,
they fuck up.
They are absolutely incapable of making plays.
Right. So
absolutely.
I think people have kind of hacked Tom Brady a little bit. They're like, okay, all we got to do against the Bucks is just put pressure on Brady. And if we can do that, they're going to win. So I think the strategy is kind of out there because we saw it happen last week. So I think the Chiefs are going to have watched that and are going to take notes.
Man, see, that's the thing. You're putting a lot of faith in coaching right there, which does matter in the NFL quite a bit. And Bruce Arians, he's not a bad coach, but he isn't, like I say, the most buttoned-up coach. Right. 78 degrees, no chance of precipitation. Looks like good weather in Tampa Bay. This is one of those where you got to go with what you feel. If you feel Kansas City is going to beat Tampa Bay, it's clear. What you got next, Sarvate?
Next, we have Bears at the Packers. Wow, -9 Packers. -9.
Bears, Packers. Mitchell Trubisky will be starting quarterback for the Packers. Or for the Bears this week. The Packers, the money, I don't know how the money is even at 51-49. I don't know how people can feel comfortable betting the Bears.
I mean, the line is so high.
I mean, the line is big, yes, but they're bad.
Yeah.
The Bears, they look totally lost on offense. They don't know who they are. I don't know what they're doing.
How are they 5-5?
Because they started out hot. They started out winning a few close games. They started out acceptable. And the thing is, people love the Bears. They love
just because the sketch. The Bears.
The Bears, yeah. I mean, it changed everything. And the Bears, I mean, I couldn't tell you how many quarterbacks they've had in the last 20 years. I can't tell you how many offensive systems that were any good that they've had. Nick Foles is doubtful, so he will not be starting. I do hear Mitch Trubisky is the starting quarterback this year. For a while, they thought Mitch Trubisky was the guy. And I hate betting numbers this big, but I would hate to bet the Bears. I would hate to have to put money on Mitch Trubisky. He finds ways to keep games close, but he's not good. And the thing is, the Packers secondary isn't all that good. So he will have opportunities to throw the ball. I just don't know if he can. I don't know if he's physically capable of throwing that ball. What you got next, Sarvate?
Next, we got Seahawks at the Eagles. This is...
we've talked about this at great lengths.
Yes.
Seahawks, Eagles.
And he's betting against his home team. He's taking the Seahawks.
He says, stick a fork in them. They're done. Okay, now there's been very little line action, which is concerning. 66% of the money is on the Seahawks.
As it should be, okay.
As it should be. 34% are on the Eagles. Now, everyone, last week, the argument with the Eagles was that everybody is just beating them down, and they've heard how dysfunctional the organization is, how dysfunctional the coaching is, how incapable they are of playing as a unit, and they shat the bed, and they did exactly what everyone thought they were going to do. That being said, they are professionals. They are professionals, and guys are playing for their jobs. 5.5 now. This is something that Jersey Josh and we talked about this years and years ago. 5.5 point home dogs is a very funny number. 5.5 points is it's this weird number it's less than a touchdown and more than a field goal.
Yeah.
And it doesn't exactly make sense. All right. Now this is the only thing that scares me about this game, because the Seahawks defense is horrible. The Seahawks defense it's barely functional.
It's barely a fence. It's like a
it's
like a baby gate.
and that's the thing. The Seahawks, their running game may be back this week. They started out so hot, and you are getting a premium with the Seahawks. Meaning that people really like them, and they're going to bet them more because of Russell Wilson, because of Pete Carroll, just the panache around the Seahawks. But they lost last week to Arizona. It was a big loss for them. They are going to come out fighting this week.
That's true. For some fresh meat from those Eagles.
Yeah, it is fresh meat. And the 5.5 number, that's the only thing that I can put my finger on. And this is nothing more than a betting system that Jersey Josh and I talked years ago. This may be 20 years old.
Whoa.
This theory, yes. So, do as you may. I have not made a pick yet. I'm still considering. What's next, Sarvate?
All right, we got Ravens at the Steelers. My goodness, Steelers minus 7.5.
Well, now this game is now scheduled for Tuesday. This game has been moved from Thursday to Sunday to Tuesday.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so I don't.
Good. Yeah.
We're let's pass on this game. We're gonna do a Monday night ride along.
Yeah.
We'll probably give a pick out for that game on Monday, because let's just see how COVID plays out, because Lamar Jackson, quarterback for the Ravens, tested positive for COVID. We have no idea how the next few days are gonna play out.
Right.
Let's see what goes on with that game. Moving on.
There are no other games.
We've covered everything.
We have covered everything because Texas already played the Lions. Washington already played the Cowboys.
So this is a very odd week in sports. So that's why we're trying to give you all the games, all the picks, all the ways to make money. I'm going to call Boris the Blade. We're going to see if we can get Boris the Blade on the line. All right. Now, Boris is another wise guy, but he's got a system of his own. He's got his own technique. I'm not sure if this was the very last minute. We're going to get Boris on the show at some point in time if he's not available today. But Boris is going to have his own picks and his own system, and he even documents his picks at he'll explain it all to us. I don't want to do it a disservice by not explaining.
Well, I look forward to Boris's picks. Is he Russian?
Yes. Well, I mean, if he's not, as a very mean parents. Very, very mean parents if he's not. Okay, Sarvate.
All right.
You're doing your picks. What do you got?
I'm doing my picks. I'm taking the Giants versus the Bengals. I'm taking the Giants. Saints versus Broncos. I'm taking the Saints.
All right. Now, if that game doesn't go off.
Right. If that game doesn't
go
off.
You have to pick an alternate. You got to pick 4 then today.
Okay, great. I'll take Rams over the 49ers. And I'll take Chiefs against the Buccaneers.
Oh, so you were in the school.
Yes.
In the school of.
I think Brady's. I think they're going to put pressure on Brady, and I think he's going to have a tough time with it. And Chiefs are good.
That's very true. And if you're getting that pressure on Tom Terrific, he comes back down to earth a little. Plus, he's 42 years old.
Yeah.
He's 42 years old, and I know at this time of year you're going to start to get a little more tired. That arm is going to start to become a little more noodle-like.
Yeah.
Oh, but before, Lincoln did text us our picks.
Oh, nice.
Let me see if I can even get him. I know he's with his stepdad. Everyone's getting ready to watch the Tyson fight.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can get him on the line just to give the picks. If not, he did text them. But it's always more meaningful when I can hear it from the horse's mouth. I don't know if we're going to get this, but I do have the picks either way. Let's see. Yes, so no Lincoln today, but these are the picks. He's taking the Falcons, Patriots, Rams, and Colts.
He loves those Colts.
Yes, he does. Falcons +3 against the Raiders is the best bet.
Wow. Okay.
Which is another. It's not reverse line action, but the line seems real fishy. Mm-hmm. Real fishy. So you got Lincoln's documented.
Yes.
Right?
Got it down.
All right, Sarvate. I guess this is the moment of truth. This is where Big Daddy fucking makes his picks, and this is a big week because it's at 16-12 against the spread. I got to tell you, put me heads up with any one of the best prognosticators in the business every fucking year. Next year, I'll probably enter the $1 million contest in Vegas just to see how I hang.
All right.
Yeah, and that'll be, that'll add a little pizzazz to the show. Now, I'm taking Patriots. Love the Patriots.
Okay.
Love them. I got to go Pats.
All right.
Got to go Pats. I'm going Titans. I also like the Titans +3.
Okay.
The Colts are a real team.
Going against Lincoln there. All right.
No, trust me. I know. Mm-hmm. I absolutely know. I hate to do this. I'm going the New York Giants. I think they got to win, and they got to win big. They have to.
Yes, I bet the Giants too. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I like what they're doing there. I don't like Daniel Jones, but I like the defense. No, I do very much. I like the defense. I think without Saquon Barkley, the running back who got injured, the offense is a little more spread out. The Bengals, look, they've proven that they cannot stop anyone. They have. They absolutely have.
They
now
couldn't even hang as a crossing guard in an intersection. They can't stop anyone.
No, they can't. They can not stop anyone. And my fourth pick. Boy, I hate to do it, and it seems. Oh man, it seems a little weird, but I'm going the Raiders. The Raiders. I like. They're coming off a loss. They seem to be. I know what I'm getting from the Raiders every week. They're going to pound the ball. Derek Carr, even in a loss, played great. Mm-hmm. So I like the Raiders, the Titans, the Giants,
and the Pats.
I'm going my best bet, Patriots.
Ooh.
I do. I love the Pats this week.
All right.
So we got all kinds of picks for you, ladies and gentlemen. We have broke down the entire NFL slate. We'll do a Monday night ride along. Richard, do you like you like this now?
I have finally something to do with my life every Monday, Thursday, and Sunday.
Richard, you have come such a long way in your sports knowledge. It's not only impressive, it is.
Yeah.
God, I think I could learn something every now and then, and I love learning, especially when it makes me some money.
Yeah. Hey, the government isn't giving any more stimulus checks.
Yeah, this is your stimulus right here.
Yeah.
I went 5-1 last week, ladies and gentlemen. What more do you want? What more can I do for you? This has been the Brian Moreno Show, the Saturday sports spectacle with Richard Sarvate, Vegas Al, Jersey Josh. We'll get Boris the Blade on the line and Lincoln Musser texting in his picks today, but I think we got something good for you. Thank you all very much. See you next week.